Hello guys, it's Racker Man. Welcome back to another reaction video. So today we're gonna be checking out top 10 new RPGs of 2021. Not gonna lie, my favorite genre is RPGs. I just like RPGs. That's my favorite game genre. I do play like sports game when it comes to like FIFA, Football Manager. Those are the ones I play. I like simulation too, so sports simulation and RPGs. I like RPGs in general, and especially JRPGs, Japanese RPGs. Those are my favorite type. So yeah, man. Shout out to Game Ranks for creating this video. The link will be in the description, man. When it comes to like games, man, they're one of the top channel when it comes to like countdown list, top tens, and all that stuff, man. They've been doing this for a while, man. So definitely go check them out, and yeah, definitely check my channel. I'm gonna try to do these on a regular basis. So yeah. And yeah, man. Let me know what game you're looking forward to. Let me know if you play RPGs. What's your favorite RPGs? Mine's Final Fantasy, Dragon Age, Pokemon, and what else is out there? Pokemon. Yeah, that's it. I play Dragon Quest. Yeah, Dragon Quest. You play Dragon Quest. Try Fallout, but I I think I haven't played Witcher yet. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't played Witcher yet, man. But I know a lot of people like what. But yeah, man. Let's check this video out, man. Let's check this out. Hold on. Yeah. So yeah, with that, here we go.
And it's Dark Alliance. Now, we don't know exactly when this
Dark Alliance,
but it's a Dungeons and Dragons based game that some people have made cursory comparisons to Marvel's Avengers, but from everything we've seen, Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance is not a live service game, so it probably won't be riddled with garbage.
I haven't seen this yet.
It's a spiritual successor to Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
Yeah, I never seen the trailer for this.
It involves you building up a team of very powerful
Never seen this game
people
before. Never heard of this game before, to be
Icewind
correct.
Dale. Now, like I said, we don't have a firm release date, but as far as we know, it's coming out on most platforms. We don't have a confirmed list, but I would say at least Windows and probably the big consoles sometime this year. At number 9 is Biomutant. This is a game we've been
this game, I didn't even know it was an RPG. I thought it was an action game.
A few years ago, slated for release pretty much every year. What
Pretty
I like
much.
about this game
Pretty
is
much.
that it's a big open world game. It appears to have some verticality. There's a lot of different fighting styles in it, from kung fu to kind of Matrix-ish gun
That's
fighting.
dope.
There's gliding, and you make your character, and rather than having sliders, the actual physical attributes you give your character, that's what is going to affect your stats.
That's crazy, though.
The way you move around, which I
Day
think
one.
is really interesting
Day one.
and fun. On top of that, it's just a really cool looking game.
Day one.
Developers have talked about how the combat might feel a little bit like Devil May Cry.
Oh,
and the
Devil
game
May Cry
might
is a very
progress a
good
little
game.
bit like Destiny, which is interesting. It really
Destiny.
could work
Those are
out
two
pretty
good
well,
games.
I think. We don't have an exact date yet, but apparently it's going to be at least.
I remember seeing the trailer for this, man. The trailer was
They're
dope, but I never
starting
actually seen the gameplay
and apparently
video
we're
for
going
it.
to see it on all the major consoles as well as PC.
Not Switch.
At number 8 is Gotham Knights, which appears to be very much a offshoot of Arkham Knight because they finished that story.
Yeah, this game gonna be
in
dope.
which the various
This game gonna be.
proteges
I cannot
of
wait for this one
Batman
too.
Band together to stop the crime in Gotham City that has happened after Batman has died. It is being developed by WB Games Montreal, the developers of Arkham Origins, but is apparently separate from the Arkham games. We don't know exactly the relation, other than it appears to be the same kind of game, which is great, just to be completely clear. You know, basically every once in a while, superhero stuff needs a reset.
True.
This looks like a reset. Obviously, I'm always ready for more Arkham-style combat.
This is gonna be dope, man. 4 different characters, man.
Divide up specific abilities among the various people.
The
For
hood.
instance, Robin has access to teleportation using the Justice League satellite. But what's interesting about this too is there's apparently going to be 2-player co-op. Which
That's
I
even
like the
more. That's
idea
even
of.
more dope.
I am not sure
2-player
whether
co-op,
we're talking
man.
split
That's
screen
what's up.
co-op or online co-op.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm
Might be online. They don't really
I
do
would
split
prefer it
screen no
both
more, man.
ways,
Split screen
actually.
is like
We don't have a
done,
date,
which is
but
sad.
Gotham Knights is coming to Windows, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X sometime this year. At number 7 is Outriders, a game that we've dedicated a pretty fair amount of attention to. It suffered a lot of delays.
Yeah,
when it
this
comes
game should
to
have been
us
out a
being
long time ago.
July. The people who made Gears of War Judgment, Bulletstorm, and Painkiller, It appears very much to be like if you combined.
It was like People Could Fly, right? That's the name of the
Destiny,
company
and I think that's pretty interesting.
that made this,
because
right? People
you
Could
have
Fly.
that 3-player co-op, but you also have a lot of RPG elements that apparently will be oriented towards customizing everything quite a bit.
Damn.
They have a lot of systems they've detailed.
A lot of these games I didn't even know was RPGs, man.
Going in depth. For me, it does look like they've put something compelling together. It's just been such a long time we've seen this game without actually having played it that, like, yeah, co-op Gears of War RPG with skill trees and systems. I mean, it sounds great. I'm really interested in seeing it, and it looks like we're finally going to.
Yeah, so much
put
is
out
going on in
Windows,
this trailer, bro. Like,
PS4,
I give you.
PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X on April 1st. And number 6
that's
is
not
Elden
bad.
Ring, the collaboration with From Software
This
and
gonna be
George
dope.
R. Martin that everyone is looking forward to. It's basically an open world take on the genre that From birthed, the Souls.
Yo, I swore this was coming to PS5, man.
You want to call it genre with lore and story brought to
I
us.
swear this was a PS. I swear this was like an Xbox Series X exclusive, bro. I didn't know it was coming to all
It
platforms.
seems like a stretch to imply it could go bad. I'm of course very excited for this one. We don't yet have a specific release date, however it is supposed to come this year.
And number 5 is Monster Hunter Rise.
Nice. I'm looking forward to this so much.
The world with a key addition. Monster Hunter Rise, as its name implies, is attempting to inject some level of verticality into the Monster Hunter milieu. Now, the big key here is that
this is gonna be so huge,
it was developed
especially in
alongside
Japan.
Monster Hunter World by a different team, but a lot of the design decisions apparently have been shared between these two studios. So a lot of the conventions that we saw in World, the sort of streamlining and seamless map, big open world idea that is present here in Rise, which I think is very good. I mean, you could make a Nintendo Switch Monster Hunter and make the case that unlike Rise, which was on the quote-unquote bigger consoles, it was going to return to the zoned approach. I like the open world approach personally. This one is actually built on the Resident Evil engine, which I think is interesting, but very much could lend itself to some good stuff. That is a good engine. Monster
Yeah, it is a good engine because I see what they did with Resident Evil Village, bro. That's so
dope.
Number 4
is Starfield, and take this one with a little bit of a grain of salt.
Yeah.
We've been told that the absolute earliest we would see this game is 2021, so we're gonna.
This won't come out.
At least, obviously, it's a Bethesda game. It's going to come in the same mode as a Skyrim, as a Fallout.
It's not coming out this year. It's not coming out this year. With the bugs and all that stuff.
Dealing with the idea of space travel. That's cool. I think that's a great thing for Bethesda to try to take on. However, I think there's one very interesting curveball that relates to this. Microsoft owns them now. So
what platform?
No idea what platforms this is coming to. It may be a multi-platform, it may not. We don't know. Minecraft is, because they know they can make tons of money with it being multi-platform instead of keeping it exclusive. I don't know. But I can say that I'm disturbed they're still using the creation engine after, you know, the last several games. The bugginess of Bethesda products just hasn't really remained charming.
True.
Let's hope that's addressed. Nevertheless, I am very excited for Starfield.
Yeah, the game looks dope. Not gonna lie, the trailer, all that stuff looks dope, man.
Hopefully
But
this year, obviously,
we could see this 2023, bro.
And number 3 is Dying Light 2, which is a game that got quote-unquote delayed indefinitely at one point.
Yeah.
Now, the reason for that wasn't that it was in development hell, but that they wanted to ensure that everything was robust and workable the way that they had promised it, which their promises are pretty steep in terms of this game. Not only is Dying Light
overdoing it,
parkour-based zombie game, they also promised Dying Light 2 would follow this narrative structure that the player is actively participating in the construction of. We've heard developers say the words choices matter so many times, but they made promises about how extensive that's actually going to be.
All right. That's why you don't make promise, man, because you always people always gonna look at the game for the promise you make, and sometimes it doesn't really pays out.
Humanity's on the brink of extinction. The zombie war has not gone well. and actually has some writers that worked on Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Dying Light 2 is going to land on PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, as well as PC.
Nice.
Sometime this year, hopefully.
Yeah, this game get
Number
delayed
2
so
is
much.
Horizon
It's crazy.
Forbidden
I'm tired
West,
of it.
which is just an awesome looking sequel.
This gonna be dope. PS4, PS5,
Better
eventually on the
traditional
PC.
open world style games. In terms of what Horizon is aesthetically, the whole robot dinosaur.
I guess number one's gonna be Final Fantasy, huh?
Perfect for getting.
It can't be Dragon Age, cause Dragon Age.
It's certainly
They
what
say
got
Dragon
me
Age
in
is
the
coming
door.
2022.
But the narrative and gameplay depth and the absolutely beautiful open world are what kept me around. I am excited to see more of the story of Horizon. I'm personally really
It's gonna be
excited
dope.
because the image that they promote Horizon.
The
Forbidden
graphic on
West,
this gonna be
the current
just
cover, I
ridiculous.
guess, or movie poster image is this totally overgrown, basically completely destroyed Golden Gate Bridge. So I think we're probably going to see the remains of San Francisco, and I think that's going to be super.
That's gonna be interesting.
Considering
Definitely.
how Horizon ties itself into our current world. Horizon Forbidden West is coming Q3, possibly Q4
Damn.
on PS4 and PS5. And finally, at number 1 is Vampire the Masquerade
Really?
Bloodlines 2, a sequel to a 2004 action RPG that a lot of people hold very dear.
Really?
So in a lot of
I thought it'd be
ways,
Final
this is
Fantasy
kind of
16, man.
Vampire simulator.
Or 17,
but it
whatever.
is a narrative-driven game where you join
Did
one
not
of
see
five
this coming.
vampire clans taking place in Seattle as you, a fledgling vampire who was transformed in a mass attack, which has ultimately caused a lot of interclan conflict. Beyond the setup, all I can really do is speculate. I think we're going to see a pretty open worldy type game here, and I think that's good because Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is a perfect place to do that. We'll be seeing the game on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Windows sometime this year.
Nice.
Also, a quick bonus game for you, Nier Replicant
Yeah.
is an upgraded version of Nier Replicant, which is a offshoot of Nier Gestalt, which is very confusing, but Nier is a very confusing series. That doesn't mean it's not worth playing. I love Nier. It is apparently an upgraded version of Nier Replicant as opposed to some sort of outright remake.
Okay.
And their intent is to retool the battle system to be appealing to Nier Automata fans, which that's great. Nier Replicant version 1.22474487139.
Damn, that's a
the
code,
actual
man.
Title is coming to PS4 and Xbox One in April. Bravely Default 2, the true success.
That should have been on the list.
Where Bravely Second was kind of a continuation of the story and felt more like an expansion, this is a proper JRPG sequel.
Yep.
In which they've created an entirely new world, entirely new cast.
That's what's
With
up.
That,
So that's the video, man. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was long, but it was cool. And shout out to everybody out there, man. Let me know what games that should have been on the list that's not on the list. I'm surprised Final Fantasy, 16 didn't get like a shout out, because they said it's supposed to come out this year. But knowing them, it won't come out, man. Some of these games I didn't know it was even RPGs, man. So this year gonna be very dope when it comes to our game. The year just started, so there's a lot to go, man. A lot new games to be announced and all that good stuff. So subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. And shout out to Gamer Ranks for creating this video. The link will be in the description. Go check them out. And with that, I'm out of here. Peace.